If our eyes could see air pollution, we might take environmental issues more seriously. We spend the first half of our lives trying to look older and the second half trying to look younger. Socks are just cozy little sleeping bags for our feet. The brain named itself. If time travel ever becomes possible, history class would become a lot more interesting. We trust a thin piece of glass, our smartphone screen, not to shatter in our pocket every day. Sleep is like a free trial of death, and we hit snooze every morning. The word bed looks like a bed. We've all been the youngest person on Earth at some point. If you think about it, a fridge is just a room that is always cold. The last person to be born in the 1900s is already an adult. The internet is like a library where all the books are scattered on the floor, and you have to ask the librarian, Google, where to find them. In the future, grandparents will be telling stories about how they used to drive cars themselves. If our pets could talk, they would probably have a lot of embarrassing stories about us. We've never actually seen our own face, only reflections and pictures of it. When we're young, we can't wait to grow up. And when we're older, we wish we could be young again. A bookmark is just a paperclip for books. We're all time travelers, just moving forward at the same speed. Life is the world's longest subscription service, and we don't know the cancellation policy. If Cinderella's shoe fit perfectly, it was a bad design. In the future, there will be old people playing video games and saying, "Back in my day, we had controllers, not mind implants." Our hands have touched more screens than other humans. The alphabet song and Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star have the same melody. Every time we clean a vacuum cleaner, we become the vacuum cleaner. If you think about it, your future self is your ultimate time-traveling pen pal. A phone without a case is a daredevil in a world of accidents. If you lose your phone, it's like losing a piece of your brain that knows everything. We never actually finish a tube of lip balm. We just lose it. Air conditioning is like a cheat code for summer. The concept of leftovers is just a fancy term for time-traveled food. Pineapple is the rebel of the pizza toppings. In the future, there will be museums dedicated to memes. If you replace W with T in what, where, and when, you get the answer to all three questions. The Ctrl plus Z function in life would be great, but it's called learning from mistakes. We never actually finish a tube of toothpaste. We just stop squeezing. If laughter is the best medicine, stand-up comedians are the world's greatest pharmacists. When we were kids, because I said so, was the most frustrating answer. But now, as adults, we understand it. Our parents are the original Siri and Google. They knew everything when we were kids. The snooze button is our daily version of time travel. Books are just dead trees that can make us cry or laugh. The brain is like a computer that never runs out of storage space, but often struggles with file retrieval. We all have a phantom limb sensation when we try to use a smartphone with a dead battery. If your car is going too slow, it's frustrating. If your computer is too slow, it's infuriating. The smell of freshly cut grass is both the scent of nature's achievement and impending lawn maintenance. We're all protagonists in our own life stories, but we're just background characters in someone else's. The internet is the largest library, but it has the least amount of original books. We trust our GPS so much that if it told us to turn left off a cliff, some of us would hesitate. The feeling of finding money in an old pair of jeans is like winning a small lottery. Life is like a book, and every day is a new page, but some pages are filled with footnotes, others with illustrations, and a few are just blank.